Hey everybody, today I'm going to be fishing at Lake Sam Rayburn at Caney Creek Park. I'm going to be throwing a hollow body frog up in the grass and see what we can catch. If you will, watch until the end of the video. I'm going to have some tips on how to improve the hookup ratio with hollow body frogs. Hollow body frogs are known for, a bass biting it, but you can't get it to hook. You can't hook it. So I'm going to show you some tricks on how to improve that. Okay, see you on the water. Hello everybody, I'm out here at the beautiful Sam Rayburn Lake again. I am out at a park called Caney Creek. It's a really nice park. The water is still very high and the bass bite has not been very good because of this high water. We're going to see what we can catch, and hopefully we can go and catch some big ones. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm going to start throwing this Stanley top toad up in this grass and see if I can't pull somebody out of there. Oh, got my first little bite. Little bitty bass though. Man, I'm so out of position here. The kayak I'm fishing from is a Perception Pilot. It is very stable in the water, and this demonstrates how you can use the pedals to position yourself while you're still fishing with your hands. One of the great things that I love about pedal kayak fishing. Well, he sure hit it. There he is. Yes, sir. He feels pretty good. Oh, yeah. He does feel good. Come on, buddy. All right. That's a nice sized bass. Yeah. Look at you, buddy. Caught him on that Stanley top toad. Get that one out of the way. Look at that boy. Look at that. My goodness. That is a good sized bass. Now this guy would probably be an 8-pound bass if it wasn't so thin. It just got finished spawning, so it's very thin. Now look at that. Beautiful fish. All right, I'm gonna turn him loose. All right, see you later, buddy. Fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. All right, now I caught him on that Stanley top toad. Fantastic little bait right there. Stanley top toad. One of the best topwater frogs you can get. All right. Good deal. Let's put everything back up. See if we can't go catch another one. How about that, man? Love it. Love it, love it. I want to tell y'all what. With this lake waters being so high, I have been in a dry spell and haven't been able to catch fish because the bass are kind of everywhere. And they have been hard to find. I'm so glad to see that buddy right there that I just caught. After the spawn, they are skinny as a rail. They'll get out here, start eating, and get fat. There's another one. There's another one. Yes, sir. Oh, he feels good too. He feels good too. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got hung up in some grass is what he did. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Oh, oh, oh. Calm down, booty. Calm down. I got you. I got you. Yes, sir. Look at that buddy right there. Sweet little bass. Man, man. All right, bud. This here Stanley top toad is getting it done. This is one of the best made topwater toads you can get right there. It's heavy. You can throw this thing a country mile, and it's got these really good hooks on there. Very weedless. And it has a little weight here on the bottom. So every time you throw it out there, it's not gonna land like this. It'll flip right over, and it's always right side up. Awesome little bait right there. Made by Stanley Jigs. You can go to fishstanley.com and get those. They are fantastic. Fun, fun, fun. I love catching fish on top water baits. That fish got down into the moss is why he felt so heavy. I thought I had a tank there for a minute. Okay everyone, I'm done fishing for today, but stay tuned for my tips on how to improve the hookup ratio on your hollow body frog. Okay everybody, here are my tips on how to get a better hookup ratio on your floating frogs. This is the frog that I used today. I caught that really nice bass on. There's just a couple of things you need to do to this one. And this is a regular floating frog. And there's a couple of things you need to do to this one. As you can see, it has these very long tassels. Let me get in there close. It has these very long tassels right here. You're going to need to clip these off. Just get you some scissors and clip those off. And I've got some right here. Okay. So what you do is you just kind of come down maybe about an inch, about like that. And what happens is the bass will come up grabbing after this thing, and they're going to grab, these tassels are so long, they're going to grab them tassels, they're not going to get to the hooks. So you need to cut these off to where they're much shorter, and the bass, whenever they go to grab, they're going to get a hold of those hooks. You get a much better chance of hooking up. So come down about an inch. Okay, and you just trim them back a little bit. Make sure you get them about the same size. What that is going to do is going to give you the action. It's going to give you that leg action without being too long. Okay, just like that. All right. Now this is a Stanley top-toed. You don't really have to do that with that because it has these legs, and those puppies give a lot of action, so there's no problem with that. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to separate these hooks out a little bit. Let me get okay, see how close some of those hooks are? They're very close together because it needs to be weedless. Well, if you get too weedless, it becomes bassless because the bass are going to bite it and they won't be able to get into those hooks. So you're going to take a pair of pliers and just kind of pull those hooks apart. You can get this frog out of the way first. Just take and pull those hooks apart. Stretch them and then point the hooks out. You want the hooks to be pointed away from each other. It's going to take some effort because these hooks are strong. And just keep pulling with the pliers until you get them pointing out more. Just keep working with them. Okay. Okay, kind of separate them and out. Okay, so now you can put it on your frog. This is a Stanley ribbit, so it's going to be sticking out more. I'm going to do a little bit more, but you're going to want them sticking out kind of like that. And those bass will, whenever they grab it, it can't help but hook them. You may catch a few more lily pads or moss or whatever you're fishing over with these things, but you're going to catch a lot more bass, and that's the major thing. Same thing with this. This right here, you're going to want to grab it and pull those hooks out and raise them up. Get them away from that frog. It takes some doing because these hooks are strong. Okay. All right. So there we go. Those hooks aren't in as close to the frog anymore. Usually they're pointed in towards the middle of that frog, and that's not good. Now when a bass bites it, those hooks pop up and it'll get him. Okay? Now the next thing you're going to want to do to every hook, every floating frog, every hook you've got in your tackle box, you need to sharpen them. Because when they come from the factory, the hooks are not sharp. In fact, they're kind of rounded on the end. You can't tell if you got a really strong magnifying glass and looked, you can tell they're kind of rounded. And I don't know if they do that because of the safety issues or what in shipping, but as soon as you take any lure out of your box, whatever comes in, bag or box or what, you need to sharpen it. All right? And you can sharpen it with either just a small fine grit file or a wet rock like this. All right, when you sharpen a hook, what you're going to want to do is pull that frog out of the way. And you always sharpen it with the point of the hook going across the wet rock like that. Never do it backwards. Never do it backwards. Always do it forwards, like the point of that hook is pointing like that. Now you do run over it about 5 or 6 times or more, and do the other side exactly the same way. Just always run that hook first, point first. All right, do the other side. All right, and then do the top. Just come down across that top like that. Don't get stuck with it. Do right across the top, and it will make that hook very sharp. All right, now the way you tell is if you use your fingernail, your thumbnail, and if you, boy, that's sharp right there, because it catches on your thumbnail. And when they're fresh out of the box, they're just going to slide right off your thumbnail, you know. But if you sharpen it, it's going to stick. Same thing with the Stanley top toad. This is an awesome little frog. See that little weight there? Okay. Now you're going to sharpen this. You just kind of get your frog out of the way, and you sharpen this with the hook coming towards you. I had the hook sharp on this today, and I caught that big old bass. And it's always a good idea to sharpen them after every time you take them out. A dull hook will lose fish for you. So don't lose fish because of a dull hook. Okay, just keep doing that until both hooks are sharp. Okay, do the same thing. Alright, then go across the top. Hold it about a 45-degree angle. And that right there will make a huge difference in whether you catch a fish or not. See, this one here is a little bit sharper than this one. See how it's sliding off that thumbnail? It'll just barely catch, but this one here catches. So sharpen this one a little bit more. Okay, across the top. There it is. Now it's sharp. That is what you do. You put your frog back on there. And there you go. That is how you greatly improve the hookup ratio on your floating frogs. These hollow body frogs are known for bass hitting them, and you can't hook them. You can't hook them. These hooks are always pointed in. You know, get your pliers and pull these hooks out and point them up. And it won't be as weedless, but you'll catch a lot more bass. I guarantee it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel. You guys take care and tight lines.